What if the cheese you love most is the one quietly sabotaging your heart, bones, and brain without a single warning label in sight? For seniors, cheese isn't just a guilty pleasure or a topping for toast. It can be a hidden health hazard or a surprisingly powerful weapon in your fight against aging. That rich slice of brie, that sharp crumble of blue, that oozy bite of cheddar. They may seem harmless, even nutritious, but the truth is, some cheeses are slowly draining your strength, stiffening your joints, clogging your arteries, and accelerating cognitive decline. While others, if chosen wisely, can actually repair muscle, protect memory, and fuel your bones with the strength of your youth. Today you'll discover the 3 cheeses every senior should embrace, and the 3 you should never let cross your lips again. Because when you're over 60, every bite matters more than ever. Your metabolism slows, your bones thin, and your heart becomes less forgiving. What once was tolerable in your 30s now becomes toxic. And sadly, most seniors are eating the wrong kinds of cheese, lured by taste and habit, unaware of the silent destruction within. Let's begin with what to avoid. The cheeses that seduce your taste buds while sabotaging your health. Cheese you should never touch. Number 1. Processed American cheese slices. Let's be blunt. Those neon yellow squares wrapped in plastic, they aren't even real cheese. Processed cheese slices are chemically engineered in factories using milk byproducts, emulsifiers, salt, food coloring, and preservatives. Many contain aluminum-based stabilizers, artificial colors, and suspiciously high levels of sodium and saturated fat. The so-called cheese product label isn't just semantics. It's a legal requirement because these slices are so heavily altered they don't even qualify as actual cheese. Why it's dangerous for seniors. Processed American cheese is a sodium and trans fat bomb. Just 2 slices can provide more than 50% of your recommended daily sodium intake. For seniors, high sodium equals higher blood pressure, which increases the risk of strokes, heart attacks, and kidney disease. Add the fake ingredients, and you're looking at a neurotoxic load that can exacerbate cognitive decline and even increase the risk of Alzheimer's. And the calcium content? Practically negligible when compared to real aged cheeses. Better alternative? Choose a real aged cheese, like Parmigiano Reggiano, which is naturally low in lactose, high in protein and calcium, and made without artificial additives. 1 ounce of Parmigiano has more protein than an egg and can support muscle preservation, a critical factor for aging bodies. Cheese you should never touch. Number 2. Flavored cheese spreads and cheese dips. Think of those creamy, spreadable cheese dips, often marketed as cheddar bacon or jalapeno cheese, the kind you scoop with crackers or slather on bread. These spreads are among the worst offenders, especially for seniors. Why? Because they're not just made with low-quality dairy. They're filled with hydrogenated oils, artificial flavors, synthetic thickeners, and chemical preservatives like sorbic acid. And let's not forget the sneaky sugars, often disguised as maltodextrin or corn syrup solids. Why it's dangerous for seniors? These cheese spreads spike inflammation. Seniors already face a chronic low-grade inflammation known as inflammaging, which drives everything from arthritis to memory loss to cardiovascular disease. The additives in flavored spreads act as inflammatory triggers that worsen joint pain, increase insulin resistance, and weaken gut health. Gut microbiota, the invisible army that supports your immune system and brain function, suffers dramatically from the chemical assault of these fake cheese products. Better alternative: choose goat cheese or feta made from sheep's milk. These cheeses are easier to digest, lower in inflammatory compounds, and contain medium-chain fatty acids that help with weight control, brain health, and digestive function. Goat cheese is particularly rich in selenium and zinc, 2 minerals that seniors often lack, but desperately need for immune strength and DNA repair. Cheese you should never touch. Number 3. Blue cheese. For most seniors, yes, it's fancy. Yes, it's full of flavor. But blue cheese, like Roquefort, Gorgonzola, and Stilton, can be a silent saboteur for seniors, especially those with weakened immune systems or vascular issues. The mold used in blue cheese, Penicillium roqueforti, isn't dangerous to the average person, but it can trigger allergic responses, gut inflammation, and vascular reactions in the elderly. What's more, blue cheeses are extremely high in tyramine, a natural compound that can trigger migraines, interfere with blood pressure medications, and increase risk of stroke in susceptible individuals. Why it's dangerous for seniors? Tyramine can constrict blood vessels and spike blood pressure suddenly, especially when combined with MAO inhibitors, a common class of medication prescribed to seniors for depression or Parkinson's disease. Also, for seniors with gut permeability or weakened immunity, the mold can provoke GI distress or even infections. And then there's the salt content. Up to 400 milligrams in a single ounce. That's a huge hit to your cardiovascular system. Better alternative? Try Swiss cheese. It's lower in sodium, high in protein, and uniquely high in vitamin B12, a crucial nutrient for brain health, nerve function, and red blood cell production. B12 deficiencies are shockingly common in seniors and can lead to fatigue, confusion, and even memory loss. Swiss cheese gives you a tasty dose of this brain-saving vitamin without the dangers of mold and excess salt. Now that you know what to avoid, it's time to flip the script. Because not all cheese is dangerous. In fact, some cheeses may be your greatest allies in aging gracefully. They're rich in nutrients, easy to digest, and proven to support everything from bone density to mood to metabolism. Let's explore the 3 cheeses every senior should keep in their fridge, not just for flavor, but for life-enhancing health benefits. Cheese you must eat. Number 1, cottage cheese, full fat, grass-fed. Forget the outdated advice to avoid fat, especially for seniors. Full-fat, grass-fed cottage cheese is a powerhouse of complete protein, calcium, and conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid that's been linked to reduced belly fat and improved muscle mass. Unlike other dairy products, cottage cheese is low in lactose, making it more tolerable for those with mild sensitivities. The curds contain casein, a slow-digesting protein, ideal for preserving muscle overnight, making it a perfect evening snack for seniors trying to avoid sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle issue. Why it's a must for seniors. Sarcopenia is one of the most devastating threats to independence in older adults. Cottage cheese fights back. 1 cup delivers 25 grams of muscle-building protein, plus calcium and phosphorus, to support bone regeneration. The probiotics in quality cottage cheese support gut health, immunity, and even mental clarity. And the CLA? It helps regulate blood sugar and reduce visceral fat, a dangerous type of belly fat linked to heart disease. Cheese you must eat. Number 2, Parmigiano Reggiano, aged 24+ months. This is not your ordinary Parmesan. True Parmigiano Reggiano, aged for at least 24 months, is a nutritional marvel. It's rich in amino acids, calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin A. What makes it ideal for seniors is that it's virtually lactose-free due to the long aging process, and it contains bioavailable nutrients that your body can absorb more easily. Aged hard cheeses like Parmigiano also contain peptides that support cardiovascular health and may help lower blood pressure naturally. Why it's a must for seniors. As bone density declines, calcium absorption becomes critical. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality and bioavailability. Parmigiano delivers both. Just 1 ounce can provide 30% of your daily calcium and phosphorus needs in a form that's easy to digest and unlikely to cause bloating. It also boosts glutathione, the body's master antioxidant, which protects cells from aging-related damage. Sprinkle it on soups, salads, or steamed vegetables for a powerful nutrient punch. Cheese you must eat. Number 3, feta cheese. From sheep or goat milk. Don't underestimate feta. It's not just a tangy salad topper. Traditional feta made from sheep or goat milk is lower in fat, higher in easily digestible proteins, and naturally anti-inflammatory. It contains beneficial fatty acids like butyrate, which supports gut lining integrity and it's rich in B vitamins and calcium. Unlike cow dairy, goat and sheep milk contain A2 casein, rather than the A1 form found in most US milk. A2 casein is gentler on the gut and less likely to trigger inflammatory responses. Why it's a must for seniors. As you age, your ability to digest and metabolize food changes dramatically. Feta is an ideal cheese for seniors with digestive sensitivities, lactose intolerance, or autoimmune issues. It supports bone health, helps maintain a healthy gut microbiome, and can even support cognitive function through its B vitamin profile. Its salty tang also helps seniors with low appetite get more flavor from meals without resorting to junk food or excess salt. So what's the verdict? Cheese is neither friend nor foe. It's a tool. And like any tool, its effect depends entirely on how you use it. Choose the wrong cheeses, and you quietly corrode your health from within, loading your system with salt, preservatives, inflammatory fats, and neurotoxic mold. Choose the right cheeses, and you fortify your body with protein, calcium, brain-nourishing B12, and gut-healing probiotics. You rebuild muscle, stabilize mood, enhance memory, and protect your bones. The next time you open your fridge, ask yourself, is what I'm reaching for going to help me stay independent, strong, and sharp, or is it slowly making that harder every day? The difference between aging and thriving may just be hiding in that tiny wedge of cheese. Choose wisely, because every bite is a decision about the future you want to live. And now, let's take this knowledge one step further. Because knowing which cheeses to eat and avoid is only the beginning. You also need to know how to eat them to maximize their benefits. Timing, pairing, and preparation all play powerful roles in how your body responds to cheese, especially after age 60. So let's go deeper into how seniors can strategically incorporate healthy cheeses into daily meals for muscle building, joint protection, and cognitive clarity, without unwanted weight gain or digestive discomfort. Smart cheese strategy number 1. Eat protein-rich cheese with breakfast. Breakfast is your first chance to fuel your muscles and stabilize blood sugar for the day. Many seniors opt for toast, cereal, or fruit, leaving out the protein their aging muscles desperately need. This is where cheese can shine. Add a scoop of full-fat cottage cheese to your morning plate, top it with fresh berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds, and you've created a metabolic powerhouse that supports lean muscle maintenance and keeps hunger at bay for hours. Or pair a slice of Swiss cheese with scrambled eggs for a breakfast rich in B12, calcium, and omega-3s, if your eggs are pasture-raised. Why it works. Starting your day with protein increases muscle protein synthesis and reduces age-related muscle loss. It also balances blood sugar, preventing the energy crashes and cravings that often plague seniors by mid-morning. This is crucial if you're trying to maintain independence, reduce reliance on medication, or protect your brain from insulin resistance, a key driver of Alzheimer's and memory decline. Smart cheese strategy number 2. Add crumbled aged cheese to midday salads. One of the most powerful ways to benefit from cheese is to combine it with antioxidant-rich vegetables and healthy fats. A lunch salad with dark leafy greens, olive oil, avocado, and a crumble of aged Parmigiano or feta isn't just tasty, it's therapeutic. The fat-soluble vitamins in cheese, like A, D, and K2, require fat for absorption, and leafy greens provide the magnesium and vitamin K your bones need to work in harmony with calcium. Why it works. Seniors often suffer from nutrient malabsorption and declining bone density. This simple pairing helps counteract both. Adding cheese to your salad improves the absorption of calcium and antioxidants, while giving your body the protein and flavor it craves. Plus, feta and Parmigiano contain beneficial peptides that can help reduce blood pressure, something leafy greens also support thanks to their nitrate content. Smart cheese strategy number 3. Use cheese to replace processed sauces and condiments. This is an often overlooked trick. Instead of slathering your food in processed sauces, high-sodium dressings, or chemical-laden gravies, use real cheese as your flavor booster. Melt a thin slice of goat cheese on roasted vegetables. Sprinkle aged cheddar over steamed broccoli. Blend cottage cheese with herbs to create a creamy, gut-friendly dip for your carrots or celery. These swaps reduce sugar, lower chemical exposure, and boost nutrient density without sacrificing flavor. Why it works. Many store-bought sauces are high in omega-6 oils, sugar, and preservatives that inflame joints, raise blood pressure, and destabilize mood. Replacing them with real cheese adds protein, beneficial fats, and essential nutrients, while eliminating inflammatory triggers. And remember, real cheese, especially from grass-fed or organic sources, has naturally occurring CLA, vitamin K2, and even trace amounts of omega-3s. Smart cheese strategy number 4. Eat the right cheese before bed. Most seniors don't realize that your last meal of the day heavily influences your overnight healing and next-day energy. Eating a small amount of slow-digesting protein, like cottage cheese or Swiss, before bed can reduce overnight muscle breakdown and stabilize blood sugar through the night. Add a spoonful of almond butter or a few walnuts, and you've just created a restorative, anti-aging snack that supports sleep, muscle repair, and even fat metabolism. Why it works. Aging bodies lose muscle faster during periods of fasting, especially overnight. Casein protein, found in cottage cheese, digests slowly over several hours, feeding muscles all night and reducing sarcopenia risk. And seniors often struggle with sleep due to blood sugar drops. This snack helps prevent that without spiking insulin. Add magnesium-rich nuts, and you'll also sleep deeper and reduce nighttime cramps. But let's be honest, even with all this information, many seniors still avoid cheese out of fear. Fear of cholesterol, of fat, of gaining weight, or worsening joint pain. It's time to clear up one more damaging myth. The truth about cheese, cholesterol, and seniors. For decades, cheese was demonized as a cholesterol bomb. But recent research is flipping that belief on its head. Studies show that eating cheese, even full-fat varieties, does not significantly raise LDL, bad cholesterol, in most people. In fact, aged cheeses like cheddar and Parmigiano have been found to raise HDL, good cholesterol, and improve the ratio between LDL and HDL. More importantly, they reduce the dangerous small, dense LDL particles most associated with heart disease. And get this, cheese contains vitamin K2, a nutrient critical for keeping calcium out of your arteries and getting it into your bones. Without K2, calcium supplements and dairy can actually harden your arteries. But cheeses like Gouda, Swiss, and Brie, yes, even soft cheeses like Brie, when made traditionally, are excellent sources of K2. For seniors, K2 may be the missing link between strong bones and a healthy heart. So if you've been avoiding cheese entirely, you may actually be doing more harm than good. The key is not to fear cheese, but to choose it wisely. Cheese can save your brain, if it's the right kind. Cognitive decline isn't inevitable, but the wrong foods accelerate it. Fortunately, some cheeses may slow it down. Research shows that seniors who consume moderate amounts of real cheese, especially fermented varieties, perform better on cognitive tests and show slower rates of mental decline. The probiotic strains in fermented cheeses, like feta, aged cheddar, Swiss, and Parmigiano, feed your gut microbiome, which directly influences memory, mood, and inflammation levels in the brain. Plus, the B vitamins, especially B12 and folate, and amino acids in cheese, are essential for neurotransmitter production. No serotonin, no dopamine, no clarity. But what about wine and cheese? Surprisingly, moderate consumption of cheese and red wine together has been linked to better cognitive performance in older adults, according to a 2020 study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease. So yes, you can still enjoy your small cheese board with the right ingredients and portion control. Let cheese be your ally, not your enemy. You don't have to give up cheese to stay healthy after 60. In fact, the right cheeses can help you rebuild strength, protect your heart, and sharpen your mind. If you choose wisely, eat strategically, and avoid the toxic imposters still lurking in supermarket shelves. So now it's up to you.